Schon als ich klein war, habe ich von dem perfekten Spielzeug geträumt, das dafür sorgt, dass ein Kind niemals einsam oder traurig ist. Das ist Megan.
Hi Megan, ich bin Katie. Schön, dich kennenzulernen, Katie. Wollen wir was spielen?
Now, a big point of the movie is that technology has changed the upbringing of children and that there is danger in it. How do you think parents or parents-to-be can face those kind of dangers, those kinds of problems?
I have no idea. If I knew the answer to this, I don't know, I'd be a gazillionaire. I have no idea. I think it must be so hard because if a child doesn't understand how to use technology, I think it probably puts them at a huge disadvantage. It is what runs our world these days. And then on the other hand, a dependence on technology, a lack of groundedness in the real world, we don't think is a valuable lifestyle. That might change with time, where people are living in the metaverse like full time, I don't know, on like feeding tubes in real life, and they spend their whole life virtually. I don't know, it's hard to imagine where we're going to go, but I do know that every parent I know who has a child over the age of like 3 or 4 spends a lot of time thinking about how much time looking at a screen. We're just learning what it does to brains and eyes and everything. And so it is a huge topic of conversation for parents. And I think our movie just takes that topic and just goes, here's the scariest possible thing that could happen with technology and your kid. And maybe that's a good place to go because it's so extreme. You can then start the conversation and talk about it a bit more because it's so crazy, and there won't be Megans in the world for a little while. It's too complicated to make them move that way. I don't say forever because the AI and robotics technology moves fast, but
yeah,
we have some time, a little bit of time.
Ich empfehle dir zu rennen.
Well, it's really hard because there isn't there almost needs to be like a government incentive, like a national health conversation about how much time is really appropriate for kids to be spending on screen, because there are no rules, and you could be really strict with your kids and say, I just want you to do, half an hour, 2 days a week, and then they'll immediately start complaining about how all of their friends are on devices, So it's like, that's why it needs to be like, it would be good if it was just encouraged and mandated. But the biggest thing is it's just a real bummer where you go to a friend's house and you see all these kids sitting in a room on iPads. Like when we grew up, you remember those experiences where you would be watching some Chuck Norris movie with all the kids, gathered together and all laughing together at the same stuff. It's that communal thing that kids are missing out on now because they're just, hooked into these devices. It's really sad.
They're kind of isolated in that
sense.
Yeah.
Megan, abschalten.
Reaktionsmodul wird angepasst.